Hey guys, the Random Unboxer 101 here. What's up? Today we're going to be taking a look at the hybrid shell for the iPhone 4 done by InGear products. Now this will set you back at $22.99 on their website, and it comes in 5 different colors, which are the black, pink, gold, yellow, and white. Now the contents of the packaging include the case itself, and note to self, you only get one frame while purchasing the case. Then you're going to get this very realistic iPhone 4, as you can see, which greets you with a screen protector kit, which consists of a screen protector, microfiber cloth, and squeegee. Sorry about that huge fail right there. I'd also like to thank the kind folks over there at InGear Products so much for sending me out this product free of charge for review purposes. It helped them out a lot. If you could check them out at InGearProducts.com. The link will be in the description box. Now the features of the case itself is that it has an optimal combination of soft yet powerful TPU for the backing, and it has a hard polycarbonate front frame, and it has a form-fitting construction with access to all ports. So we're definitely going to go ahead and put that to the test. Now taking a look at the back, once again, it's a TPU or thermoplastic. It's very soft to the touch, has a nice matte finish to it, so you don't have to worry about your phone being scratched up. And how it connects, as you can see, well, you can't really see, but there's a few little hinges in here. It's not that secure in my opinion, but that's how you pretty much connect the shell. But you couldn't really see that, so yeah. For the installation, you're going to want to put the back piece on first. Make sure it's nice and secure, or else it won't work out for you while trying to install it. Then you're going to want to grab the polycarbonate shell. It's pretty sturdy, as you can see when I squeeze it. It has a little resistance, but still be careful while installing it. And I like to put it in lower side first at the dock connector, then just kind of gradually work my way up, massage the corners into place. And you're going to have to kind of really make sure that it's glued together there, that you got it in well, or else while it's in your pocket it could easily come apart. So that's all there is to the installation. It definitely involves quite a few steps compared to other cases, but once it is in, it looks very nice. Now taking a look at the ports, I had no issues accessing the 30-pin connector area even with a third-party outsider cable. Taking a look at the volume buttons, this is where I had my main issue for accessibility. The volume button and the power button here, they're both very flat. It's not very tactile at all, and it has some resistance while trying to push it, so it's a little stiff, so that's a huge downer for the accessibility. Taking a look at the mute switch, no issues whatsoever. Going to the top, although the cutout looks very small, I had no issues accessing an L-shaped headphones, so that's a positive thing right off the bat. Taking a look at the camera hole, once again no flash since the case is black. So in general, the accessibility was pretty decent, but the buttons here are a huge factor in the accessibility, so I can only give the accessibility maybe a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. Taking a look at the looks of this case, man, does this case look snazzy, especially with a different color rather than just having the black on black. It wouldn't look as nice. But you have this matte finish backing with a little sparkly tinge to it. It's not a girly tinge, it just has a nice finish to it. And then you got this vibrant color at the top right here, which has a glossy finish, and the combination of it, even though it looks so plain, it just looks really nice. I love the looks of this case, and I give it an easily 10 out of 10. Now going to the protection, although you may think that a hybrid shell has the best protection, well, you're wrong on this one. I have been emphasizing that in my reviews, but for some odd reason this just isn't the case for this case. Now it does supply good scratch protection since the back right here is covered. It has a decent lay on the table design, meaning that the case raises over the screen, so if you to put it face down, your screen's not touching the ground against all the debris on your table. And they include a screen protector, but the drop protection isn't that good. Say I'm maybe 5'4" or something, I dropped it from my height and it almost fell apart, which was pretty freaky. So if you're like 6 feet or if you're very tall and you're to drop it from your ear level, you could definitely have this case fall apart, which is a bad thing about this case. And it does supply an okay amount of shock protection. So once again, protection, I can only give it a 7.5 out of 10, if not an 8 out of 10. Now that we got the main points of this case covered, let's just go ahead and move straight on into the cons, the bad things about this case. Now the bad thing about this case is that installation is a long process. You have to get used to it and stuff like that, and taking the case off is even harder. It's like such a hassle that I don't even want to do it on frame. So the installation and removal of this case is a pain in the butt. Taking a look at the build quality, as I was trying to show you how it connects the hinges, they're very poorly built. It falls apart easily, so they didn't do a good job in molding it to glue together very nicely. And if we go ahead and try to get a better view angle of how the case sticks together, as you can see, there's a crack right there. Not sure if you can see it that well, but there's a crack pretty much throughout the whole case right here. And that's just a poor job on the build quality. It looks like it's not fully together when it is, and that does bother me a little. Another bad thing about it is that it raises your screen protector a little, although you can't really see it's not a huge con, it's just a mild thing. But once you remove the case, you can see like permanent little raises of the screen right here, and I am using InGear screen protectors, so that should not be a factor either. Now the last bad thing about this case are the buttons. They're way too stiff for my liking, and that's a huge downfall because I love pushing my buttons. Moving on to the good things about this case, the pros. First of all, it looks very nice, which is very cool in my opinion. Moving on to the back, you have a nice soft matte finish, so it feels very nice in the hand, and I just love the texture of this. It feels amazing. And you have a good amount of grip from the polycarbonate upper shell right here, which has a glossy finish. So overall, feels very nice in the hand. It also adds very little bulk to the case, which is a good thing, and it's a pretty tight fit, so you know your phone's somewhat secure in here. And while using this without taking the case off for maybe a week or two, once I remove the case, which is a pain, I actually found no debris in here, so it doesn't let any debris or dust inside of here. And it slides in and out of your pocket very nicely. So those are pretty much the main positive things about this case. So after seeing the take of this case, my personal opinion, I definitely give it a 7.5 out of 10. I'm not too fond of this case, just for a few of the big cons in which this case has. And for $22.99, the bottom line is I would not recommend this just because of the installation, the hassle, and the build quality in my opinion. So sorry InGear, but this is a no-go for me. So in general, that was my take on the hybrid shell. Although this case is not one of my favorites, they do have a whole bunch of other cases in which I did like on their website. So make sure you go ahead and check them out at ingearproducts.com, and that's all there is to this video. So thanks for watching. Please do not forget to rate, favorite, comment, subscribe, and you guys have a nice day. Peace.